everyone. Welcome. First, I'm going to make sure we're recording. Yes, we are. Okay, so welcome everyone to our round 3 top 26 company showcase. So my name is Angie Schick. I'm the executive director for the New Ventures BC Society, and welcoming you here today. So first, I'd just like to say, I'm very honored to have New Ventures BC's offices on the unceded ancestral and traditional territory of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. And for those who aren't too aware of New Ventures BC, we're a not-for-profit society. We are, of course, most known for what we're here for today, the New Ventures BC competition presented by Innovate BC. We're also just wrapping up the current Innovator Skills Initiative Student Job Grant Program, where we've awarded over $3 million in student job grants. So that's wrapping up, and the announcements on the new program will be coming soon from Innovate BC. And we also, for the rest of the year, when we're not hosting the competition, we have a Venture Acceleration Program and a Sales Acceleration Program. So any questions about any of those, please feel free to follow up with us after this. And of course, we wouldn't be here as a not-for-profit society without our sponsors. So I'm just going to quickly thank them. Our title sponsor is Innovate BC. Our gold sponsors, EY, Fasken, SFUBD School of Business, and the UBC Sutter School of Business. Silver sponsors, Talus Ventures, Volition, Output, and Vantech Angel Network. And we have so many wonderful bronze and media sponsors listed here below. And every organization here is supporting both the ecosystem and also particularly early stage tech companies, and they want to help support. So thank you so much to everyone for being part of the New Ventures BC community. All right, so I am very pleased. For those who don't know Susan Richards-DeWitt, so Susan is our New Ventures BC mentor and jury wrangler, which is always a fun title to share, and very much a behind the scenes role here at New Ventures BC, but also the most critical role. So Susan is that person connecting with everyone in the ecosystem, trying to find the best mentors, the best judges, the best people to support the companies that we work with here. So that includes doing all the mentor matches that we'll be presenting to you today, overseeing our jury process, our jury governance, and a lot more. So we're very lucky to have her, and it's a great pleasure to work with her. And she's also going to be our MC today. So Susan, I'm going to pass it over to you now to take it from here.
Thanks, Angie. It's great to be here with everyone for the Top 26 event this year. I want to thank the almost 200 volunteers and more than 200 ventures who've made today possible, from founders, mentors, judges, to board members who give back their time to make this competition the place to go, where the top tech startups get recognized. I'd like to clarify briefly the role of mentor. The role of the mentor is to work with the entrepreneurs to tweak their strategies and help them win this competition, and hopefully grow their company in the process. Mentors are anticipating putting in up to 2 days of their time over the course of the summer, depending on how their venture places and what sort of relationship is built over time. It's not uncommon for mentors to become very involved in ventures, depending on the needs of the founder. So keep that in mind. For example, mentors have ended up as investors, board members, customers, even executives of the company they mentored during the competition. Speaking of, I'd like to also thank the pool of mentors and judges who we have called Luminaries that contributed this year to our new Luminary Diamond in the Rough Award, brand new. There is still time to be part of this. I'll explain more about this at the end of our session tonight. So before we get started, I'd like to review the agenda and how this event will flow. First off, I'd like to congratulate the top 26 companies who've made it to this point. Thanks, Angie. Out of an original pool of 207 submitted entries. For today's event, we are going to be hearing a 1-minute pitch from each of the top 26 companies. After each pitch, I'll introduce the mentors who will be helping them in the next round of the competition. After all 26 companies have pitched, we have arranged individual Zoom rooms where the companies and their mentors can meet and get to know each other. So mentors and companies, make sure you stick around for that. For the pitches, we are going to be sticking to 1 minute. Companies that go over will hear a bell toward the end of the pitch. We also have planned some short, informative interviews with experienced mentors and previous competition participants to talk about their experience with mentoring and how to get the most out of it. Our 4 guest speakers tonight are Christene Best, Floyd Sijmons, Angel Pui, and Herman Lo. Now let's get started. Our first pitch is Victoria-based Axolotl Biosciences.
Of tissues, including brain, testes, and heart tissue. My name is Dr. Stephanie Willer, the CEO and co-founder of Axolotl Biosciences, which was spun off from my internationally recognized research group that focuses on 3D printing, as you can see in this slide. Our initial bioink, tissue print, whose technology we have licensed from the University of Victoria, is currently in beta with some of the world's largest biotechnology companies who are hoping to capture part of the $40 million a year market for bioinks. We also have 7 academic groups testing our ink, with the number growing by the week. Our second product, the patent-pending BrainPrint BioInk, will be launched in January 2022 with funding from the BC Innovate BC's Ignite program. We've currently raised over $500K in non-dilutive funding, and we're currently seeking to raise an angel round, as well as looking for additional talent.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just cutting in, Susan, just to say, yes, we have 2 recorded pitches, of which this is one, but everyone else is live today, just to clarify. Go ahead.
And there we have them. Thanks, Angie. The mentors assigned to Axolotl Biosciences are Wendy Hurlbert and Gabe Kalmar. Next up, we'd like to hear from another Victoria-based venture, BinBreeze.
Hi there. Can you guys hear me? Awesome. My name is Taylor McCartan. I'm co-founder and CEO of BinBreeze, where we develop circular economy products to help consumers and businesses adopt sustainable behaviors. Our flagship product, BinBreeze Indoor Compost Powder, makes food waste diversion or kitchen composting easy by deodorizing food waste and eliminating fruit fly infestations. We were very fortunate to have rapidly grown to over 150 retailers in just over a year of operations and have thousands of happy customers and returning customers online. BinBreeze is great for consumers because they get to prevent the fruit fly infestations they normally get every year from their compost bin, get rid of the smell of having a food waste bin and have a better experience. Composting facilities actually benefit from the formula that we're using, and the environment benefits as well, as we sequester carbon and actually reduce the methane emissions of that soil itself. And of course, it's good for the economy because we're making jobs. Next slide. So our vision is of an empowered, creating a more circular food, forestry, and composting ecosystem where no tree that is felled is wasted, and consumers are educated about composting, its benefits for the planet, and who generally have empowered, positive, value reinforcing composting experiences. Thanks so much.
Thank you. The mentors assigned to work with BinBreeze are, okay, yes, there's 3 Ians. It just worked out like that. Ian McLean, Ian Ball, and Ian Begg. You'll be meeting at the close of today's event here on Zoom.
Excited to meet you, Ian.
Nice.
Next up is Vancouver-based Cortico Health Technologies.
Hi, thanks for having us. This is Alfred from Cortico, Clark, our co-founder here as well. What we've realized is that in the emergence of telehealth, patients have lost something really important. And while it's really convenient to use an app to get immediate health care, patients are losing out on the relationships and the continuity of care provided by family doctors. If patients were given a choice, they would prefer to see their own family doctor who knows their medical history rather than some random doctor that they'll likely never see again. And this is where Cortico comes in. Cortico is a software solution that empowers your local family doctor with technology that connects with patients both virtually and in person. Cortico streamlines the patient booking process and automates the tasks required to run a clinic. And since 2020, Cortico has experienced significant growth with over 34,000 appointments being booked on the platform every month. Over 500 doctors are presently on the platform across 130 locations across Canada. And so stay tuned as we gear up for our Series A round in the coming weeks.
Thank you. The mentors who will be helping Cortico Health Technologies this year are Jeff Churchill and Paul Broussard. Again, stick around for your upcoming meeting room at the end of today's session. And next up is Burnaby-based Datapp Software.
Hi all. So in case you're fortunate enough to not know this, inventory software has not caught up with the 21st century. It doesn't reflect the needs of entrepreneurs, it's not priced for them, and the design often imitates a Excel sheet from the 90s. So it misses all of these opportunities for data collection, machine learning, intelligent projections, and it also repels widespread adoption. So I'm Clay, and the people I love and admire run small businesses, including my little sister. I sometimes help out in her food truck. And me and my co-founder, Jed, see a huge opportunity to help recover small businesses first. And we want to give them the tools to become more socially responsible as they grow. And we can do that with an intuitive app that is beautifully designed in the front for humans. And in the back is designed by some of the best in inventory data scientists. And our app is designed to double profits and cut waste in half, particularly food waste, which is contributing to our climate change emergency. So rather than a necessary evil, we actually see inventory software as saving the world as we know it. We're almost finished the demo with the hope of testing around August. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. The mentors supporting Datapp this software this year will be Victor Holsch, Brian Connert, and Bruce Sharp. And their Zoom room awaits at the end of today's event as well. Our next company pitch is Vancouver's Difinity Solutions.
Hi, everyone. Let's imagine for a second you come across an unconscious person suffering from an opiate overdose. You call 911 and they inform you that most public facilities now carry opiate reversal kits. When you open the kit, you find a confusing set of instructions and equipment. You have 60 seconds to administer the antidote called naloxone. You panic and can't give the medication because it's complicated and it takes too long. This story is unfortunately all too common. You might be surprised to hear that the opioid crisis has claimed more lives than COVID-19 in 2020 in BC and other provinces. I'm David Kim, an emergency physician and CEO of Difinity Solutions, and we're creating a new medication delivery system called NeedSwitch. It's a universal medication injector that utilizes interchangeable medication pods. Like Keurig coffee pods for different types of coffee, our ready-to-use pods will contain preset medications you can select and insert for use for various situations. NeedSwitch makes medication delivery faster, safer, and easier for time-critical emergencies like overdose or anaphylaxis, ultimately improving patient outcomes and saving lives. Thank you.
Thank you. Mentors working with Difinity Solutions will be Nana Collette, Herman Lo, and Brady Fletcher. Please meet in your Zoom room at the end of today's event. Next up is Delta-based Geenees Creative Labs.
Hi, everyone. My name is Levi Berenson, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Geenees. Geenees is a social gifting technology platform, granting wishes for families in need. We work with nonprofit organizations. You can use the next slide. Thank you. We work with nonprofit organizations and invite their families to create personal and anonymous wish lists of specific items they need, from everyday essentials to groceries and even dental and educational services. Donors can then donate any product or service they choose, and it is delivered directly to the family or to the organization. We're leveraging the affiliate program by Amazon, as well as local service partners and retailers to deliver our growth, which means that 100% of the donation goes directly to the family. Next slide, please. Why we do it? Because families need essentials and they want to remain anonymous and keep their dignity. Donors, on the other hand, they want to see their impact of their donation and directly impact families. And nonprofits are struggling to connect them in a meaningful way. So we're here to change the way people give, create true emotional connection between donors and families, while giving nonprofits better ways to facilitate giving. Thank you.
Thank you. The mentors supporting Geenees Creative Labs will be Mike Winterfield, Veronica Zamuto, and Eric Bukovinsky. And they will be meeting in a Zoom room later today as well. Now, we'd like to take a short break and introduce you to Chris Best, VP Marketing and Channel Development at Inetco Systems Limited and a longtime New Ventures BC mentor. Christene, my question to you today is, how do you get the most out of the mentor experience?
Thanks, Susan. I guess the way I get the most out of it is, first of all, remembering that the hero's journey is the entrepreneurs and not mine as a mentor. being naturally curious about what it is they're doing, understanding what it is they need, whether they're serious about actually coming in and winning the competition, or whether they just want to get the input and the feedback to improve their business plan or chances for an exit. So it's really trying to match what their requirements are to what it is that I can donate as a mentor, and having fun along the way. Because the reason I keep doing this is I have huge admiration for anyone who has the courage to try and put together a new venture.
Thanks for that, Chris. Now back to the pitches. Our next top 26 company to present is Kelowna-based Happipad Technologies.
Hi, thanks for having us. Me and my team here are here today. So housing is a basic human need. When housing becomes unaffordable and hard to find, it causes a disruption. Up until now, the most widely known solution for affordable housing is to build more affordable housing, yet most of these options are still out of reach for so many people. Next in line for solutions is to get a roommate, which feels like a last resort. Well, Happipad is here to change that, to revolutionize the way people think about sharing space. We're here to make shared housing safe, easy, and accessible through our online platform, where people can search and connect with a compatible person to live with. We also work with community-based organizations to run home sharing programs that address specific housing needs in their communities. Our small team of engineers and psychologists are passionate about solving social issues, and we're leading the change in the way we use existing real estate by tapping into the 12 million spare bedrooms that sit empty across this country and can provide an affordable housing option for those who need it the most. Thank you.
Thank you. The mentors supporting Happipad Technologies will be Jeff Laporte, Jeff Fox, and Mark Trevett. They will be meeting today after the event also. And next up, a Burnaby-based company is ImmiSearch Technologies.
Hi, I'm Kevin. How many immigrants do you think are here today? Truth is, immigration is great for Canada and our economy. But I think the one thing that all immigrants can agree on is that immigration has never been easy. People are scammed of their life savings and opportunity for a better life, all while trying to navigate over 80 different immigration programs. Finding a legitimate immigration consultant from an ocean full of illegal businesses is a whole nother topic. This leads to qualified immigrants with skills that Canada needs having an average rejection rate of 29%. Imagine being deported and banned from Canada for 5 years, being separated from your friends and family, or losing everything that you own in an immigration scam. It's horrible, but these are all common stories shared while we interviewed over 100 immigrants. This is why we created ImmiSearch, a trusted, transparent marketplace that effectively connects immigrants with licensed immigration consultants to create a safe and simple way to maximize immigration approvals. So who's in on making Canadian immigration as great as Canada is? Thank you.
Thank you. Supporting ImmiSearch Technologies will be the mentors Suman Majumder, Eric Broadbent, and Richard Miller. Yet another Victorious-based ventures up next, LetHub.
Hey everyone, Faizan here. I'm the founder and CEO of LetHub. So LetHub is an AI platform for rental property managers that rents out properties 10 times faster than an actual human leasing agent. We've been growing really fast, and the last 4 months we've 4x'd in terms of revenue and in team size. We're currently a 14-person team located in Victoria at Viatech, so come say hi. We're in fundraising mode, and we're 95% done in terms of our target, and we might just slightly oversubscribe. So yeah, happy to chat. I'll leave my email in the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The mentors for LetHub will be Andrew Masawi, Nari Ramprasad, and Ian Banks. Zoom rooms await you at the end of today's event as well. And the next pitch is North Saanich-based Locelle Digital.
Hi, everyone. I'm Humera Ahmed, founder and CEO at Locelle. 56% of women in tech industry alone leave their careers. That is a big problem. They leave their jobs mid-career, and also since the beginning of COVID, 1 in 4 women at work have either contemplated downshifting their careers or have already left the workforce. That is over 2 million women. Where there's an opportunity here is that companies are also spending upwards of $20 billion a year in an effort to retain that diverse talent, and women make up a significant portion of that. Our proven solution Locelle is in the market with marquee paying clients, including Microsoft Atlanta, as well as Schneider Electric and many more. And we have grown revenues over 1,000%, 7 times our team now, and our break even looking to scale up. Unlike other platforms, we offer a fully managed solution dedicated to developing a gender diverse leadership pipeline while saving HR departments hundreds and thousands of dollars. We have bootstrapped so far, but are looking for more clients. So if your company is one of them, I'd love to chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The mentors for Locelle Digital are Rob Fuller, Vivek Thomas, and Craig Thompson. Next up is Surrey's Moment Energy.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. My name's Samreen, and I'm a co-founder and COO at Moment Energy. Some of you may not know that electric vehicle batteries still have an average of 80% of capacity left when they're retired from the car. So that's why at Moment, we're creating energy storage systems by repurposing these batteries, and we've partnered with Nissan and 3 other major automakers to do it. Our energy storage systems sell at 2/3 the price of existing products on the market with a similar performance and lifespan. So who are our customers? Currently, we're installing our systems in remote areas, next slide please, that rely on diesel power. They need energy storage to transition to renewables because solar is only available during the daytime. And in the long run, we'll be serving commercial and industrial customers as well to help them reduce utility costs and be operational during grid blackouts. We've already deployed paid pilots in 3 provinces and were awarded the top impact startup in Canada. We've expanded from 4 co-founders to 14 employees and are currently raising our seed round. So I'm happy to connect after this, and we'll drop my email in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Moment Energy's mentors are Gurminder Minhas, David Dennison, and Kyle Sheraton. Your Zoom rooms are prepared for you all to meet as well at the end of today's event. Next up, I'd like to introduce Floyd Sijmons, an experienced CEO, founder, and business mentor with a history of building tech startups and scale-ups to success. Floyd is also a New Ventures BC juror and mentor. Floyd, my question to you today is, how do you get the most out of the mentor experience?
Yeah, hello everyone. Thanks, Susan. I want to give a couple of practical tips in an effort to get the most out of it today. So number one is, I think a really important one, there's 3. Number one is prep, right? Prep directly the gaps that you think you have in your business model and the future viability of your business. Prep those points and try to get input on those specifically. Like if you prep an actual topic list, it makes the conversation way more focused and makes it more likely you unearth information you're actually looking for, basically, right? Do that based on what you know about your business model, but also based on the feedback you've gotten in previous round in this competition, as well as possibly other mentors you've talked to in the past. Prep those gaps. Even if you don't fully understand maybe the feedback you've gotten in a previous round, wonderful time to pick that up with the mentors you're getting now, basically. The number 2 is at the same time, it's impossible to know what you don't know, right? Knowledge is funny like that. So don't be afraid to work with a mentor and let them also lead you down a rabbit hole or a topic where you may not fully understand why you're talking about it, to see if anything is missing you may or may not be aware of. It's important in that process then to get to a point to understand the why. Like, you know, why are we going down this rabbit hole, or why are we talking about this particular topic, and try to get on the same page there. You're not trying to get action points necessarily, not only out of this mentoring, you're also trying to understand the logic behind it so you can reproduce this in the future if you have a gap that you weren't aware of, basically. And then the last one, third one, 99% of the time I feel like this goes wrong, and yet it is super valuable, in my opinion. Write down the core conclusions, the top ones, as well as the action points, and send that around to the mentors after you've had that conversation. So you know what those topics are and what the priorities are. There's a couple of key benefits in doing that. It keeps the conversation super focused, right? Nobody remembers from an hour-long call every single point that was discussed. So if you take notes, you're not likely to miss any as a result. It also helps with, was there a miscommunication? Did you interpret something that perhaps wasn't necessarily meant that way? Then a mentor can jump in and provide additional context. It also helps with prioritization. Absolutely key in an early startup journey is prioritization, choosing the things you can do now versus potentially later. So if you have that sort of a list overview, prioritize or ranked accordingly, people can provide input on that. Maybe you thought it was more important or less important than the mentor thought, and you can build consensus based on that. And then lastly, if you send something like that around, it also keeps the mentors thinking and like, right, we discussed these topics. Maybe something comes along during the week or next week. You're like, yeah, we discussed this thing. I saw it in your email. Here's this additional resource that might help you there. I find that if these things are done consistently and in a thorough way, you get way more value from mentorship relationships ongoing, not just in this competition, but also going forward. That's it.
Thank you, Floyd. Those are great tips. Back to the pitches. The next venture is Burnaby-based NeuraGrasp.
Hi, my name is Roy Bellick and I'm the CEO. So at our core, we are a robotics company. We're commercializing a patented technology platform that was developed in the laboratory of my co-founder and partner, Dr. Carlo Manon. This company has been founded with really a very simple premise, and this is to solve one of the largest problems in all of robotics, which is the grasping of diverse items. So we all know that robots have continued to prove themselves really in an increasing number of applications. I think most of us also know about things like the major advancements that we see in fields of things like machine vision and AI that are enabling robots to do things that we never imagined. But there's still this simple problem, or sorry, this complicated problem that has remained. And we're looking for a simple solution to that problem, which is providing the robots the ability to grasp this diverse set of items, particularly if they have no advanced knowledge of their morphology. So we're attempting to solve this problem, and we believe the potential value is immense. And I got a text message. And thank you very much for your time, and good luck to everyone.
Thank you. The mentors supporting NeuraGrasp will be Steve Lucas and Grant Lawrence, as well as Udi Dayan. A reminder to meet up in your Zoom room today after the event. Next up is another Burnaby-based venture, PH7 Technologies.
Hi, it's Mohamed Doust, CEO and founder of PH7 Technologies with a vision of low-cost sustainable extraction. During our process, we started a research on a new branch of metallurgical science called solvometallurgy. Next slide, please. And we're using biodegradable and green solvents for selective extraction of metals instead of toxic acid-based chemistry. In our process, there is no waste. There is no wastewater or effluent. We consume way lower energy as we are extracting the metals selectively in room temperature up to 50 degrees instead of melting down everything to 1000 to 4000 degree in furnaces. We have selective metal extraction that will be simplified the extraction process, and we will be reusing our chemistry infinitely. All the chemistry will be reused and recycled through our process. Our main target and our first focus is on platinum group metals, a group of most expensive and most rare metals in the world. Next slide, please. There is a 40 billion annual demand for these metals. And as of right now, there is a $4 billion market deficit. That's why we are targeting this as well. And we are targeting $2 billion process and extraction market. And we're projecting in next 4 years, we will generate $60 million as annual revenue. And after that, we'll be targeting other metals. Thank you.
Thank you. The mentors for PH7 Technologies are Alicia Lennis, Alan Grant, and Mustafa Muhammad Ali. The Zoom room is prepared for you as well. Vancouver-based Pocketed is up next.
Thank you. My name is Brianna Blaney, and we built Pocketed to help businesses easily access billions of dollars every year in grant funding with our intelligent matching platform and our marketplace for non-dilutive funding, which connects our users with grant writers, lenders, recruiters, and more. Pocketed makes money from listing fees and transaction fees by generating leads for these service providers through our marketplace. We've also identified 3 additional revenue streams that will be active before the end of 2021. We built and validated our platform in 14 weeks, launching beta in March with over 1,000 users already on the platform today. We've also officially launched our first international pilot into the US in a collaboration with Clearco, 6 months ahead of schedule. So why now? Grants are outdated, inefficient, and frankly, painful. Pocketed offers a better solution, and we're scaling fast across North America to build a $50 million company in the next 3 years, and then we'll expand internationally. We're currently raising $750,000 to help accelerate our growth. Let's do this.
Thank you. The mentors for Pocketed will be Emily Wu, Shreya Sally, and Steve Lowry. Our next pitch in this grouping is Vancouver-based Quandri Technologies.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jameson, and this is Jackson, and we're the co-founders of Quandri. We build autonomous software robots, or what we call digital workers, to automate time-consuming and repetitive tasks. This enables people to focus on more valuable work and do what they do best. We're starting with the insurance industry, but we'll soon be building digital workers for any industry, so nobody has to waste their time on repetitive tasks ever again.
Our digital workers operate at lightning speed, don't make mistakes, and cost a fraction of what their human counterparts do. On average, we save customers more than 50% on their process cost and cut process time by 98%. Since we landed our first customer in January, we've deployed over 10 digital workers and growing quickly. We're excited to be meeting the other competitors tonight, and we're thrilled to be part of New Ventures BC. Thank you.
Thank you. Mentors supporting Quandri Technologies in the competition this year are Christene Best, Ian Jackson, and Daryl Hatton. Another reminder to you to stick around for your Zoom room at the end of today's event. North Vancouver's RightMetric is up next.
Hi, everybody. Congrats on making it this far. Thank you very much for your time. I'm Charlie Grinnell, co-founder, CEO of RightMetric. We're a subscription-based insights company. We help marketing strategists find what's already working across the digital landscape through data-backed research, and we deliver this all through an easily searchable library. Next slide, please. As marketers ourselves, we set out to solve a challenge that has been plaguing the industry for years, and that challenge is change. As the world changes around us, the ways to efficiently and effectively market to consumers changes as well. With this change, marketers need to be able to look beyond their four walls of examples of what's already working for their direct competitors, aspirational brands, and category leaders. Next slide. That's why we built our Insight Library. It saves marketers time, money, and empowers them to feel more confident with the decisions that they're making for their business. We're trusted by global brands like Red Bull, Lululemon, Interact, The North Face, and all of them turn to us to help them inform their marketing strategies. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. The mentors supporting RightMetric are Kiana Moseni, Bijan Beas, and Greg Fitzgerald. Reminder, you have a Zoom room waiting after today's event. Our next interview is with Angel Pui, who is a past New Ventures BC participant and a 3-time serial entrepreneur. My question for you, Angel, is around being a mentee. What feedback can you give to founders today on getting the most out of the mentee-mentor experience?
Hi, everybody. Yeah, so as a mentee back in 2010, it's been over a decade, and I resonate with the person before me that spoke about what you don't know. In the last 10 years, I realized how much we really don't know. As a founder, you're coming in with your instincts, you got usually great experience in that industry, so you're actually forming tons of bias. It's your domain expertise, but it's also your bias. So now that I know what I don't know, what I didn't know, I think the biggest leverage you can gain from these mentor experience is just having that open mind. You might have a roadmap ahead of you. You know, as a founder, you probably have 6 to 9 months, 12 months of things you want to build, you know, on paper, on your Excel sheet, and you're like, these are all the things I want to do. These are all my marketing plan. At least that was my experience. I came in with sheets of all these answers and thoughts and ideas. But the greatest mentor challenged all of that and said, are you sure this is, you know, the most impactful way for you to distribute or gain distribution? Is this really the market you want to go up against? And at that time, thinking back 10 years ago, you almost have this stubbornness, like, of course I do, like, this is why. And you came up with all these reasoning to say why your idea was so great, right? In some ways, you're being a great salesperson because you're objection handling, but in another, you're not listening, right? You're busy objection handling them. Now that I know what I don't know, I think there's an opportunity to present all your great thoughts and what you know to be true, but be ready to change half of that. You know, there might be some, you know, goodness in there still, and you should still keep some of that, but be ready to change half of your plan and really listen to, you know, whatever the mentor have to say that you really just don't know. And I find that was actually my greatest pivot, was to hear these challenging thoughts and realize you might be even barking up the wrong tree, so to speak. You know, there might even be a better market. It might even be a better country. And of course, so many thoughts that we come in as a founder thinking this is the product, this is how we're going to scratch our itch, this is the solution, only to meet someone else having other thoughts. Yeah, just really incorporating both. I think that would be a great relationship.
Thank you, Angel. Now back to our 1-minute pitches. And our next presenting company is North Saanach's SalonMonster.
Hi, I'm Stephen Parslow, CEO of SalonMonster. At the start of COVID, Liam, a hairstylist and one of my co-founders, had to move salons for his client's safety. Most stylists will move many times throughout their career. This is Liam's 5th move, but often their old salon won't let them take their client, booking, and sales data with them. This means a serious drop in income and major tax headaches. Like Liam, over 50% of stylists in North America are chair renters, responsible for their own clients, sales, and taxes. But most salon software is designed for a single business owner with employees. That's why we're launching our new connectable plug-and-play app. It will let indie stylists securely share client, booking, and payment access with their coworkers while maintaining control of their own business records. When they move, they'll retain all their data and can easily link up with their new location. Chair rental software is a $250 million market. Our team is excited to apply our extensive experience in salon management and salon software to help independent stylists succeed. Thanks.
Thank you. Mentoring SalonMonster will be Peter DeVerte, Rob Atwell, and Bill Archer. Your Zoom room is ready after today's event. Up next is Absurd-based Sarcomere Dynamics.
Hello, I'm Aptar Mandaher, founder and CTO of Sarcomere Dynamics, and we are bringing to market the most advanced robotic hand in the world. Our proprietary actuator technology allows us to build a compact, lightweight, and highly dexterous hand that generates twice the grip strength of current hands on the market. A hand that can imitate the human hand in all aspects. Next slide, please. Yeah. Within the rapidly expanding humanoid robotics market, our customers can finally make safe, versatile, and mobile robots that will no longer require heavy-duty robotic arms, multiple task-oriented grippers, or regular retooling of end effectors, saving them tens of thousands of dollars. With our unique approach to actuator design and manufacturing, we are on the verge of triggering a paradigm shift in robotic systems. Can I get the last slide, please? We're very excited about this technology and the new possibilities in the robotics market that will stem from it. And we thank you for your time and invite you to join us on this grand venture.
Thank you. The mentors for Sarcomere Dynamics are Paul Koros and Colin Farrell. Again, a reminder to meet at the end of today's event in your Zoom room. And our third pitch in this section is Victoria's Simply Rooted Media.
Anxiety is one of the most prevalent mental health issues in the world, and yet over 60% of people struggling don't look for resources because of financial constraints and associated stigma. I was one of those people who struggled severely with debilitating panic attacks. So when I finally found the tips and tools and resources to help get me through them, I knew that I needed to create something like Rooted to be there for others. Since launching Rooted, it's been downloaded over 700,000 times by individuals struggling just like I did. Now, since that time, we've also been featured in a number of different magazines like Cosmopolitan, Glamour, Women's Health, Time Magazine, and the New York Times. But most importantly, we've received thousands of 5-star user reviews from users sharing how Rooted has really changed their life for the better. Exactly.
Thank you. Mentoring Simply Rooted Media will be James DeGrief, Ledan Fatui, and Floyd Sijmons. The fourth venture in this section is Vancouver-based Streamline Athletes.
Hey everybody, Brett Montrose here with Streamline Athletes. We're a data-driven college sports recruitment platform. So high school athletes have really limited access to the information on college opportunities out there, and they're spending between $500 and $5,000 on agency support. For them, Streamline Athletes is a free platform that democratizes access to education and sport. College teams are spending $75,000 a year on recruiting. And for them, what we do is save 80% of the resources that they're dedicating to their recruiting process. What sets us apart is our proprietary recruitment model and our revenue model that generates revenue from universities versus student athletes like our competitors. We've got great traction with product market fit, paying clients, and growing MRR. We're currently raising our seed round of financing, and here at NVBC, our goal is to add really valuable insight to our company and to submit an awesome package in round 3. Thanks so much.
Thank you. The mentors for Streamline Athletes are Adam Laurent, Angel Pui, and Kevin Jampol. A reminder to meet up in your Zoom room at the end of the event. The final venture in this grouping is Fernie-based Sucre Interactive Technologies.
Hi, excuse me. I'm Kyle with Sucre Interactive Technologies. We provide a solution to companies that operate in environments where learning by mistake has catastrophic consequences. In the industrial setting, 42% of unplanned operation shutdowns are caused by operator error. The average cost of a major incident is over $80 million. We utilize the latest advances in digital environment creation and VR displays to create immersive learning experiences that better prepare employees for high-risk work environments. Using VR technologies, we're able to reduce equipment offline time, reduce training and assessor biases, and develop a more robust institutional memory of best practices and safe work procedures. We're currently pre-revenue, but forecasting $4 million of revenue in the next 24 months in a $15 billion per year market that is growing at a 28% compounded annual growth rate. Thank you.
Thank you. Mentoring Sucre Interactive Technologies will be Bob Harper, Riyad Hartani, and Elvin Chubbs. Next, I'd like to introduce our final speaker of the evening, Herman Lo. Herman is a current juror, mentor, and past participant. He's the founder of Views IQ, and in his spare time, he is a violinist at Ensemble Affectionato. Wow. Herman, what's your advice to the mentors and companies today to get the most out of their mentoring experience?
Well, having been the mentor once last year, I'd say be a selfish bunch yourself. I think every mentor can learn quite a bit from every mentoring experience as much as the mentee. I think the relationship goes both ways. So be very empathetic, at the same time thirsty for what the mentee is actually thinking. And I think partly as a founder myself in the past, you can naturally kind of empathize with the mentee, what they are going through. And I think as a mentor, what you would want to encourage the mentee to do is kind of get out of their mental sphere of what they're going through every day, because it is quite stressful to be an entrepreneur. So getting them out of that survival kind of mindset and be a lot more strategic with their thinking would be good. It's the old adage of teaching a man how to fish, or a person how to fish is the goal. So as a mentor, it is really encouraging the mentee to think for themselves and be an extremely critical but open-minded person in every session. So what I also encourage the mentors to do is to try to get the mentee prepared, but also get yourself prepared ahead of every meeting, so that the respect and the effort is going both ways. Oftentimes in a session, we find ourselves talking a little bit too much, but kind of passing the buck back to the mentee is always good. So yeah, that's my kind of 2 cents. Thank you.
Thank you, Herman. Now moving into the last 5 pitches. Next is Vancouver-based Total Flow Cannula.
Hi, I'm Hilary Pierce, CEO and co-founder of TotalFlow, and we're an early stage medical device company with a product to eliminate injury and death caused by equipment used to keep patients alive when their heart and lungs stop working. So heart surgeons currently have no easy way of preventing a patient's leg from dying due to a lack of blood flow when these patients receiving heart surgery or life support are hooked up to a mechanical heart-lung machine. The annual cost of this problem in the US is over $1 billion per year and causes unnecessary amputation and even death. Next slide, please. By replacing the current tubing, which causes the issue, our easy to use specialized cannula will ensure dedicated blood flow in the patient's leg. Designed by clinicians with over 50 years experience in the field, our team with a track record of bringing medical devices to market will get our products into the hands of US surgeons. So we're currently closing our oversubscribed pre-seed financing. We've just graduated from the Creative Destruction Lab and we'll be preparing to initiate our seed financing later this year. So please reach out if you would like to know more about what we're doing or to join us in our mission to save patients' limbs and lives. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Mentoring TotalFlow Cannula will be Hugh McNaught, Mark Thompson, and Paul Lomonosov. Please remember to meet up after the event in the Zoom room. Our next pitch is North Vancouver's TrafficDriven Technologies.
Hi, I'm Mike. We're building an AI-powered marketplace that solves the biggest pain points of buying and selling a car for both consumers and bricks and mortar car dealers. Consumers don't know why one car is worth more than another and can't control the process of buying and selling the second largest investment of their life because of this knowledge gap. Dealers are losing market share to new online-only players, and their manufacturers are transitioning them to fulfillment centers. Our platform allows consumers to sell their cars directly to dealers through a live auction they can watch from the comfort of their home. They can then accept the high bid as a cash offer or use it as a trade-in across the network on any car from any dealer. This gives dealers in-market buyers further down the sales funnel than ever before. Dealers really like it. We've signed contracts with 58 of them. That's a 92% closing ratio, representing about $1 million in ARR before we even launch. We have 2 strategic partnerships in place, one giving us direct access to over 6,000 dealers to grow market share, and another to co-market to their 150,000 consumers each year. We're 1 year old, have 9 employees, and are gearing up for our next financing round. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Mentoring TrafficDriven Technologies is Judy Bishop, Gautam Banerjee, and Chris John. Next up from Vancouver is Train Fitness.
Hi, I'm Antoine. I'm Andrew, and we're the co-founders of Train Fitness. So we're building a workout tracker that automatically logs your sets and reps during your workout. So the way it works is you wear an Apple Watch or a wrist sensor, and with your motions, we're able to recognize what exercises you do and how many sets and reps you perform. So you walk in the gym, you press start on your watch, and we're able to recognize all of that. When you go through a workout, imagine doing push-ups or sit-ups, we're able to track that in real time with relevant statistics. Our vision is to become like Strava for strength-based training. We want to also prescribe workouts and maximize our users' performance. We're currently in beta and growing at 40% users month over month. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Train Fitness will be mentored by Blake Ponick, Craig Thompson, and Byron Tom. The 2 final ventures in the top 26 have both been competitors in the New Ventures BC competition previously and have requested not to add more mentorship this year. These remaining 2 ventures are both from Vancouver and are Flash Forest and Matidor. First, Flash Forest.
12 million hectares. That is the size of countries like Portugal or Nicaragua. That's also how many hectares of trees we lost last year, and the year before that, and the year before that. Every year we are losing country-sized tree cover. We're really good at cutting down trees, but how about planting them? Combined with rampant wildfires and record-breaking heat waves such as today, we need to advance beyond bags and shovels. Flash Forest is Canada's first and largest drone reforestation company. We use drone hardware, AI, and biological technology as tools and have immediate contract opportunities totaling over 100 million. Since inception, we've planted from coast to coast across 3 provinces and beyond. Like our clients and partners, such as the government of BC, Alberta, Hawaii, Netherlands, UBC, Air Miles, STTC, who have heeded our call, we implore you to join us through talent, media, fund, or opportunity in planting at least 1 billion trees by 2028 and beyond.
Thank you. Next up, Matidor.
Hey everyone, this is Sean. I'm with my co-founder Vincent here. So sustainability and environmental awareness is a very key component to keeping our environment intact whenever any sort of field services or projects being done in the field. Matidor is built to improve the overall efficiency of clean energy and environmental projects. We do this by combining multiple map-based and project management tools into a single intuitive platform that can be shared between multiple parties. Since our launch a year ago, we have signed on 12 paying clients with over 600 active projects and 90 minutes average daily active use. We have also started 3 pilots with Fortune 500 companies such as Arab and Imperial Oil, and we expect to double our active projects in the next 2 months. And since last year, we have hit 1.2 million in terms of our last 12 months trailing revenue. The cost of operations when managing field service is expected to exceed 44 billion by year 2022. Project managers and consultants in the space are still using archaic tools like spreadsheets and complicated mapping software that often results in an inability for them to effectively do their job while complying with environmental responsibilities. And outdated technology and inefficient data practices has caused massive delays and wasteful resources to environmental efforts. With Matidor, rapid access to information enables better decisions, reduce financial risk, and improves efficiency by up to 5x. In 5 years, we will help save 3,000 man-years of time wasted between unnecessary travel to the field and reduce 38 kilotons of CO2 emissions from unnecessary site travels, which is equivalent to growing 1.9 million trees. Since last year, we have also won multiple awards, including TechCrunch Startup Battlefield and South by Southwest finalists. And recently, we have been backed by Y Combinator as one of the only Vancouver companies to make this year's cohort. Once again, this is Matidor, and our mission is very simple: to bring much needed simplicity and visibility to a complex world of field services. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Now, before we get down to networking, I'd like to talk a little bit about our new cash prize called Luminary Diamond in the Rough Award. Luminaries are New Ventures BC volunteers who have been with us for 2 or more years, who have either been a tech entrepreneur themselves, have invested in tech companies, or have more than 10 years of operating experience in a tech company. This year, we created a new cash award that goes to the top placing company who has yet to raise capital and who's also pre-revenue. So far, Luminaries have donated over $5,000 toward this prize, but we're looking for more. So for those Luminaries on the Zoom who haven't yet contributed, please let me know after tonight if we can sign you up. You're not obliged to, but it might be something fun to participate in. Minimum donation is $500. Maximum satisfaction is being on the ground floor of BC's next unicorn. In addition to the cash prize, the luminaries who donate towards the prize will form a mentor panel around the company to help them advance their business to hopefully come back and win the competition next year. So luminaries, expect an email from me soon. Founders, expect to see this added to the awards ceremony this year. Now, before we go into the Zoom rooms, I just wanted to share a little bit of guidance for those who haven't done this before. If you're not sure what to talk about in your Zoom room with your mentors, let me suggest introducing yourself and defining some shared goals, and especially how you're going to communicate with each other, and schedule of when you will be meeting next virtually. So check the chat for these ideas. And with that, I'd like to wish you all, mentors and mentees, good luck and much success with your new working relationship. And now over to Angie.
Thank you, Susan. Thanks for all those great pitches, everyone. Nobody was over time. So, hey, well done. That's pretty good. Okay, so networking. So there's networking for everyone if you want. Remember what networking is? I kind of remember. So if you're not part of the team, but you still want to chat, we have some general networking rooms open. If you are a team, though, a top 25 team, and your mentors are here, we will move you into your Zoom rooms momentarily. For everyone else, that includes just, people in the community who are here, companies and or mentors who may not have, their team with them today for various reasons. We've just got some general rooms open. So we're going to move you all in there momentarily. If for some reason you find yourself you're in the wrong room or you want to move rooms, just come back to the main area and we will put you in a different place, or we'll put you where you should be. Otherwise, we'll have the rooms open for the next 20-30 minutes if you like. And otherwise, that's it for the formal programming. So thank you, Susan. Thank you to all of our top 26 companies. And please do network, and then you can continue on your day from there, or come back and say goodbye to us. You choose. So either way, have a great day, everyone. It's supposed to get cooler, so enjoy the heat for now, and have a good one. So Liz here is going to move everyone into the rooms I just mentioned right now. And again, if you're in the wrong place, just come back and we'll put you in the right one. Thanks again.